What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and I hate to say it, but I told you so. Looks like Congress is now investigating the Environmental Protection Agency, not Lee Zeldin's EPA, aka Trump's EPA, but Biden's EPA, and investigating them for basically charging shops that did deletes, tunes, and other stuff on diesels. We talked about this, and I said that they were looking at putting things in place to try to make shops whole. And a lot of people online, that's why I can't wait to see all the people deleting their comments now. Oh, it's never gonna happen. They're not gonna do anything. Well, guess what? Congress is looking at it now, and they are gonna do something because they don't have a choice. They have to do something. They stole millions upon millions of dollars from corporations. And here's the thing. Do you think Congress is really investigating it because they give a rat's ass about individual people? Come on, man. It's because big corporations lost billions upon billions of dollars through the EPA, through the Biden administration. Without further ado, we're going to get directly into it. But before we do, let's roll that intro. All right, let's be real, guys. Buying a car can feel like you're walking into a game where all the rules are totally rigged. The research, the stress of wondering if you're going to get ripped off or screwed by a dealer, it's a lot. But there is an advantage, and that is Car Edge. Now, what Car Edge is it's trying to make car buying easier for you. They give you free access to the dealer invoice price. That's what the dealer or the dealership group or the name you see on the sign paid for that vehicle. And what does that do? It keeps you from getting stuck paying somewhere around that inflated sticker price, that MSRP tag that you see on the windows of all these vehicles. And knowing that information can give you an upper hand when it comes to negotiating, and should give you a little bit more confidence and keep you from paying more than you should. So head on over to caredge.com/TK. Type in the car that you're looking for. I don't care where it's a BMW like me or a Tesla or a Hellcat. And boom, you got the dealer's cost right there. No fuss, no tricks, just real information that you can use to make an informed decision if you're going to buy a car. And just so you know, Car Edge isn't just a fly-by-night site. They're not just trying to collect your data to be able to do whatever with, right? They're the real deal. They've been featured on places like the Today Show, Consumer Reports, Fortune, and just like me, the Wall Street Journal. So before you head to the dealership, do yourself a favor and check the invoice price. It's free, it's easy, and it can save you a ton of cash. There's no excuse why you wouldn't want to do that. So go over to caredge.com/TK, and big thanks to Car Edge for sponsoring today's video. Yes, major shout out to the sponsors over here at the channel at caredge.com, man. We really appreciate them. So getting into the video, I'm going to put an article right here, and it's from The Drive. It was published on April 11th, and it talks about Congress looking at getting people back money that the Biden EPA, for all intensive purposes, stole from them. That includes big corporations and individual shops like, was it PPEI, and I've mentioned this other guy's channel multiple times. He's a smaller channel out of North Carolina, Double R Diesel. Shops like that, granted they didn't, they got fined millions, but they didn't have to pay millions. But it's still like small independent mom and pop shops that you find 20, 30 grand, that they end up having to pay in some sort of fine. That's ridiculous. And this is the thing that that is needed. You guys are constantly in the comments like, well, all it is talk. There's never any action. They're not going to do anything. They're doing something. I said this over a month ago that they were looking at making shops whole, and so many people on the internet, between, I don't even pay attention to Reddit, but over there and multiple forums and even in my own comment section were like, they're not even going to look at this issue, TK. They're not giving shops nothing. This is fake news. This is whatever. If you followed my channel long enough now, you should already know that fake news doesn't happen here. Like, when we talk about something or when I discuss something, it's because either I have like verified information and I got it early or whatever when it comes to like automobile sources and things of that nature, or I've already had conversations with congressmen, different aides that work for different senators, and what the actual plan is moving forward for this. And once I had like 7 of those conversations and they said what they were looking at doing, wow, voila, boom, they come out and basically say, yeah, the Biden EPA was extremely too restrictive, was too insane, and abused their power excessively by just constantly taking money from, little shops, and tuners and things of that nature. So this is a step in the right direction, with everything else that's also pending in Congress. This investigation, which is already going forward, right? This isn't like they're talking about it. This investigation's already going forward. You can go over to thedrive.com if you want to read the article, but it's pretty plain and simple. I don't want to hear anything else in the comments about, oh, they're not going to do anything. They're not even going to look at this, TK. You're wrong. You can see it right here. And then I know what someone else is going to say. Oh, it's just a drive. It's just Car and Driver. It's just like multiple other websites that have talked about this now for the last 10 days. And I think that it's needed. I think these people should get their money back. Shops like Double R Diesel, I think the Diesel Bros, I think a lot of these people that were gone after by the EPA should get their money back. They should I see, damn. I hate bumper to bumper traffic, man. But they should 100% make that situation right and give these people back their money. That's the stance that's where I'm at with it. I think it's a common sense position to have, and we'll see what happens. But I'll leave the question to you. What do you think is going to happen with this investigation? I know you're going to say nothing. I know there's going to be the trolls in the comments that'll be like, nothing's going to happen. But no, I think it is going to happen. I think probably before the end of this year, you're going to see shops getting back to doing deletes and tunes and things of that nature, and not having to look over their shoulder consistently because, some EPA regulators coming to, kick their door in and give them a, $100,000 fine or whatever. So I'm happy for the common sense. I'm glad that they are getting back to that, and I'm glad that we have this investigation going on right now. But anyways, wanted to get a video up for you guys today, and I saw this news breaking, and there's some other people that are talking about it. Other diesel channels, other diesel shops are now talking about it. So it's not just me, so that way they can't come to me and be like, oh, you're just spreading misinformation. No, it's published all over the internet, so miss me with that. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.